Okay, what we want to do today is talk about saving in Logic. It's a really good idea to make sure you're regularly saving in any software. Just in case something goes wrong, you can quickly revert back to your saved version. On Logic and other software programs, the key command Command S will do this very quickly. However, in this video, what we want to do is talk about saving our project. Maybe it's for the first time, or maybe we want to change the name of our project. On the Arrange page, I've got a little idea that I've just come up with. It's got a drummer track, a couple of audio files, and it's got a MIDI track. It sounds like this. It's basically a 4-bar loop. Maybe at a later stage I'll develop that into a song, but what I want to do now is save it. So all I need to do is go up to the File menu, click on it, drop down to Save As. This is the window that opens now. The first thing we want to do is name our project. At the moment it's called Logic Videos, but I'm going to change it to Saving in Logic. So that means that what will happen is the project will be called now Saving in Logic when I hit the Save button. The next window is where we're going to put that file or that project. What's the destination? We can choose anywhere on our computer. I'm going to choose the desktop. The next window is showing me all the files and folders that are on the desktop at this moment. I could put the project into another folder or just save it onto the desktop itself, and that's what I'm going to do. The next part is how I'm going to organize my project. I can do a package or a folder. In Logic, a package is an icon that Logic creates, and you can simply double click on that and the project will open. I tend to use the folder. It suits my kind of workflow. You can use either, it doesn't matter. But using a folder, what will happen is Logic will create a folder called Saving in Logic. And in that folder, you'll have the Logic file and other folders, including audio files or whatever you've recorded and other information. The next part is really important. I almost always have this checkbox ticked. Copy the following files into your project. What happens sometimes when you're using Logic is you might drag in a sample from somewhere else. Maybe it's from the Loop browser or a sample pack. And basically that file will sit on the computer wherever it is. If we have this checkbox ticked, what will happen when we save is that it will make a copy of that audio file and put it into a folder. That keeps our project nicely organized, so that if you wanted to, say for instance, take your project to a friend's place and continue working on it, or to another studio, you can simply save it, take it to that other computer, load it up, and your files will all be there. Logic has a whole heap of other things that you can save, but we won't worry about that at this stage. This is the main one we want to look at. So now if I hit save, the project is saved. Notice up here, the project is now called Saving in Logic. If I move the window across a little bit, you'll notice now on the desktop I have a folder. It's called Saving in Logic. I'll open that. And what we'll see now is the Logic file itself, Saving in Logic. So if I double clicked on that, it will open up our project. But also I've got a couple of folders here. In the audio files, I've got copies of the files that I used within the project. So you can see instrument 2 is there, and untitled 1 #05 is there. So it's all neatly organized within one folder. So that's it for this video. Just make sure that you are saving regularly, and keep your stuff organized, and think about version control as well. So as you're saving and you're adding parts to your project, you may want to save as version 1, version 2, etc. And that gives you a good version control of where you're at in the project.